So I be happy to eliminate things, and I had to create things. Like Most High got us in this creative mindset. He wants you to create your freedom. You know, a lot of you guys trying to figure out, whoa, why I got all this energy? Because he wants you to create. Don't mistake that energy for being something else, and don't use that energy for something else. Because I know a lot of y'all around here wasted energy. You know, don't waste it. Create. That's for you to create. Use that to create. Don't waste it. Please don't. Because I know a lot of you guys be like, oh, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Don't waste your energy on that. Create. He said, no, don't waste that on that. Create. Keep creating. Keep it going. Keep that creative, motion going. It's working for you. This is connected to your freedom. I said, that's all you had to say. Freedom. Man. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, I've been creating, I've been going crazy with creating. Like, and I've been getting ready. My last little, I got a little cart of the things that I want to buy so I can create. That's my last cart before I take off. I got a little cart that I put in there that I'm about to start creating. Last little bit for me to take off and enjoy myself. Enjoy myself. I'm not playing. Like, it ain't the cages and the chains and shackles. That stuff is done away with. Ma'am, sir. They ain't locking me up. You ain't putting no chain on my ankles. I'm not doing that. I told you, devils. I'm not doing that. I don't know what you thinking. Like, no. I'm off I go. That's why I like, contracts where it only lasts when they so. Like after, 3 months and you ready to go on your vacation, you can go and then you can come back. I like that type of stuff. That's my nature. That's what I can, that works for me. Because I can't tell you that I'm going to give you a whole year. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you that I'm going to give you 6 months. 3 is the max. And then I got to go off and I got to enjoy my freedom. And I'll let you know when I come back, and then you can put me back on if that's the case. But you guys don't understand. I don't know what type of shift that's been taking place, but the Most High is capitalizing on our freedom. I don't know how you gonna design your freedom. He gave you the rights. He gave you like your masters. Okay, he gave you the papers to your own freedom of your masters. And you gotta go ahead and create what works for you. Yeah, you gotta work. I can't tell you what worked for me. That's gonna work for you because, like I said, you different. But all I can do is show you, what I created and what works for me. And then it could be something ringing bells up here to get you started. Because all this locked up in penitentiary and jail cell type of lifestyle, that's not working for us in this shift. It's not gonna work for you. I promise you that. Something gonna click and you're gonna start trying to figure out how to get out. I'm not playing. Like, I cannot say that enough. You're going to start figuring out, man, what is my solution to get out? I'm talking about something that works for me. I'm still, providing for myself. I'm still, doing the things that I love, but I'm free at the same time. Oh, thank you. Sunflowers. So, sunflowers is the best energy. You got to surround yourself with sunflowers, ma'am, sir. Sunflowers is connected to the sun. Sun gives you big energy, vibration, frequency. Remember, if you do your research about the sunflower is like turned only, like it's growing direction of the sun. Like, it's not the sun to be over here and that sunflower be like, I'm over here. I'm making sure I get that energy. So that's what helps me. I be lit. Every time I'm surrounded by sunflowers, I gotta have it in my hair. I got the little clip in my hair. Yeah, I got 2 of these in my hair. I keep these with me, high vibrational energy. Okay, and then, you know, some of the times I will have it on my, you know, my clothing, you know. And y'all know the vibes of sunflowers just everywhere in here. Yeah, we're big transmuters. That's all we do is transmute to positive energy. That's our biggest gift, you know, because it's so much negative energy that's sent our way. So we're big on transmuting. That ain't nothing to us. We feel like something negative, and we feel all crappy, like somebody is trying to project on us. We clean that thing out real quick. We clean it out in 2.5 seconds, ma'am, sir. That ain't nothing to us. They be like, the people who send it, they be checking back in with you like, oh, she cleansed it? She cleansed that? All that we sent at her? All that we sent at him? She cleansed it? He cleansed it? Yes, we did, ma'am, sir. Would you thought I was gonna sit in it? I won't go sit in that. That's disturbing. That's nasty. That's not good. That's not the vibes that I dwell in. Of course I'm gonna transmute. I'm gonna clean it out. Because that was what was happening to me last night. I don't know who felt some type of way, but they were trying to send me, you know, negative, trying to project all these things that was going on in their life. They tried to project that to me. And the Most High, he allowed me to see it. And folks is just going through a lot. Yeah, I seen it. I seen everything that they was going through. And all I could say is folks need to pray for real. Because, and they need to close their legs. I'm just going to say that. Take it however you want to take it. Folks, some folks need to close their legs. And I'm talking about man or female. Close your legs. Because the things that you are attracting, seeing, close your legs. Please. It's not, it's at a high level of people spreading things and can't get rid of things. So it's like, why are you doing that self-hate to yourself? That's not love. Don't think you just, you know, the biggest, because you got females using you for you know, to get in their bed. Because like I said before, they don't care about your health. They don't. They giving you things that you cannot get rid of. And they don't care. So I just, you know, that was the energy that, you know, was, you know, I was reading somebody energy, you know, last night. And it really, I was like, man, I really got to talk about this. Because I really want people to understand the difference between love and hate. Because I really do feel like people think like folks love you when they use you for these type of pleasures. That's hate. They don't give a dang about you. That's the worst hate, when you use people, you know, for that particular reason. And then you smiling as if you don't understand what they doing to you. You said just seen a video of people sleeping inside their cars. I seen a whole bunch of videos of people getting in trouble. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I do what I do. I could care less about what the outside is, you know, doing. I stay in my lane. But I'm not worried about it. I don't have fear, you know. You could get in trouble with a lot of things. A lot of things can happen to you out here. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I live based off of who's protecting me. I don't base it off of fear of what could happen, what coulda, shoulda, woulda. Anything could happen. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You live what's in your head. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to meditate a lot so you can clear all that out. You know, you can't put stuff in your head that got you worrying. This is what I'm telling you guys about freedom. You know, when you have free in your mind comes to you. You got to clear that. Because some of that stuff that comes in your mind, that's based off of captivity. You know what I'm saying? You in a captive mindset. And this is what comes to you. You know, somebody said that, projection. Yeah, you're projecting that energy on you, and that's what comes to you. You got to stop thinking about stuff like that. You got to live your life, you know, abundantly and free. Yes, like the Most High wanted for you. You know, the Most High, like, man, I want a lot of stuff for you, but if you keep, you know, you keep speaking those things into existence of the opposite, that's what's going to come to you, ma'am, sir. You got to stop speaking those things of negativity. You know, if you don't want that, don't think about it. You know, don't talk like that, you know. Don't even put that in your mindset. Live, love, you know. That's what your life is gonna be about, and then get the people out of your circle that's bringing this type of negativity to you. You know, it only take one person to shut down the shop. What they speaking like that. You know, I don't know about that. And then this and then that. If you don't get up out of here, get up out of here. This ain't what it's about. Okay? We're not thinking like that. We're not moving like that. Locking me up and, you know, this is what it is, this routine and this lifestyle. This is crazy. I don't put that on nobody. That is not the way of living. That's some type of distress. All it's gonna do is gonna affect your mind, it's gonna affect your body, your spirit. I mean, it's a downer. I don't care what you do. I don't care what type of you know, some people got like a, what do you call that? Like escape, something to escape, to try to make it better. There's nothing that you can do to escape, you know, this captivity that they try to put us in that's going to make it better for you. I don't care. Because some people, they like, well, I do this, you know, to make me feel better. Ain't nothing going to make you feel better in that type of lifestyle, ma'am, sir. You're in jail. You're in a 24-hour jail cell. They only give you a little bit of time to go home and brush your teeth and wash your face, and then you back at it again. You back at it again. Like, no, get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing that. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm not doing that. Quiet storm, that was a sign. Oh, there's a storm? Or are you just saying it for, like, using it as a metaphor? Yeah, no. I don't, you know. But all I can do is just show. The Most High was like, you know, just show. You know, show people different, you know, different ways to live. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and the Most High was just telling me, you know, just show it so that, you know, you can show people different ways to live to where you don't feel like you're bound to one thing, you know, and that's it. You know, there's other things that you can do. There's other options that you can do instead of living like a prisoner, you know, on this beautiful earth. Like, you got to be crazy. They want you to be feared. Like, they want you to fear, you know, like, oh, what's going to happen to me if I stop, you know, if I get out of the matrix, like if I get out of this, you know, this routine of system, you know, what's going to happen to me? Freedom, joy, peace, actually having a livable life of it being like purpose filled. Like, oh, this is why I was, you know, designed to experience this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll realize that, oh, okay, that's why this is my purpose. This is why it's purpose of me experiencing this life, you know? But they want you to fear what you don't know. You know, it's a big fear projection. It's like they take out all the good stuff that will uplift you, right? And they put you in this fear, you know, fear stages, you know, where it's kind of like, oh, I should stay home. Oh, I should lock the door. I should go buy me some tissue and go buy me a bunch of water cases, big jugs, and I gotta, you know, like, what are you doing? Like, what? Turn off the news. Like, what are you? It's a bunch of fear. And then they show you this to keep you trapped, keep the slaves trapped and bound, you know, to submission to their system. It's not even like that. Folks, when they leave, folks is actually living. You know? And they don't want to show you it. They just want to show you the fear of keeping you bound. This is what, you know, the Most High been trying to awaken us to. Like, don't fall for that fear, the fear tactic. Get you stuck. You gotta be one of them, them rebelling type, like our ancestors was. Like Harriet Tubman and all them guys. You gotta be one of them. Like, I'm out of here. If I don't know, I'll find out. I'll find out what's on the other side. Because it couldn't be worse than this. I'm in penitentiary. I'm a slave. I'm in jail. So what's the, what am I trying to hold on to right here? I know if we all do that, do you know what world we'll be in? If we all just took off and was like, put our middle fingers up and just take and run off? Do you know what the world would be? Man, we'd be like, man, I know I ain't doing this no more. And we just all just take off. Like, come on, man. Are you serious? That'd be a whole revolution. They would have never expected that. No, put fear in that. Put fear in that. They be trying to go and try to put the broadcast, the news, all up in the atmosphere. Like, what is that coming from? Watch out because of this. Watch out because of that. Don't go. We be like, forget that. We're going anyway. We don't care. I guess it's gonna be. We don't give a damn. Shoot. It's better for me to figure that out than to stay here. Okay? I'm deteriorating. Okay? It's nothing good that's happening to me. Just doing this day to day. Gotta wake up to it. And then it's crazy because you lay your head down knowing what you gotta go into the next day. That's torture. You laying your head down thinking like, okay, I just want to, meditate, relax. You can't even relax because you know what you gotta wake up to the next morning. I'm talking about a couple hours. That's not good. That's not good. That's bad. You guys, I gotta keep saying this. I have to keep saying this. A lot of folks, it's going to take some time for you to wake up. And a lot of folks, you guys are already there. But I do have to say that. I got to bring that to the attention. Like, when you stay in this system, you are a slave. You're a slave to the system. And they need you more than you need them. Yeah. And I'm just not a candidate for it. Life is already too short, man. I can't just be bound like that. I can't do that. And then they put you around people to try to keep you slaved. They put you around the most dedicated people that's part of the system. It's like, man, I understand you are dedicated and you will do whatever you need to do, but don't project that on me though. I'm not a candidate for that. I just told you that. I don't care about me losing this and losing out. I don't want to lose my freedom. That's the thing. I'd rather sacrifice on materialistic things. I need my freedom. This is what you don't understand. I don't care. What is the materialistic things going to do? Keep me bound? I don't want to be bound. That's the problem. Folks got all this stuff and they're a slave. Like, I don't want that. No. I like to be light anyway. I don't like carrying too much. I don't like having too much, because I like to move around. Okay? You don't understand. I like to be a little bit light. I don't want to carry too much. I don't want to be that bag woman carrying all them bags like that. I like to get what I need and what I like, choose, and move and live. I'm not part of the structure of this system of having all type of stuff, carrying it, and then like, oh, well, I got a slave for it. I got to keep it. I got a slave for it. No. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, Erykah Badu, I'm telling you, this lady was so spiritual. Like, she was so deeply rooted in spirituality to where she's seen it. She's seen what was going on way before, things were actually in reality. She's seen it. She was like, no, nuh-uh. I'm not doing that. I don't even want to be trapped in that. You know? And then just think about it. Everybody always want to give you something. I feel like that's a trap. Why? I'm not, don't be accepting everything people give you too. Because I feel like that's a trap. I feel like there's a lot of spiritual traps down here on earth. You know? And the people that really ain't got none, you just see, they the ones that really are free. I'm talking about free spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, when they don't have too much attached to them. Yeah, they about to give you something to monitor you, and it's also to bound you too, because a lot of that stuff that people put us at a bound on you. You know, they always want to, you can have it, you can have it. I don't want to be bound to you, ma'am, sir. I know what you're trying to do. You know, I don't want it. And then they get mad. They feel like you cold-hearted when you don't receive it, like when you reject it. And it's like, no, I already know what you're trying to do. And, no, I don't want to be bound to you. I don't want to be bound to you. No, I don't. I actually want to be a free woman. Yeah, like a free man. You know, stop letting people bound you with gifts. Gifts is like the #1 thing that people bind you with. You know, and they know that. That's why they be always willing to give you it. You know, this could come into money. This could come into, you know, gifts or materialistic things. You know, offers. You know, yeah, food, drinks, all this stuff. You know, it could be a trap, especially when the adversary see you trying to go towards freedom. Man, he gonna send any and everything to you to trap you. You know, you're going to get so many offers right when you start saying, make it up in your mind, hey, I want to be free. Watch how many different traps come your way. You know, you don't think it's blessings. You gotta discern, is this a blessing from the Most High or is this a trap from the devil? I'm telling you. Oh, phone can't even stop ringing. Ring, ring, ring. You be like, dang, what? Hello? Oh yeah, I just, you know, I wanted to give you this offer to, No, I'm not accepting no offers. I'm not signing up. I don't want to join. I don't want to be connected. You know, it's like your discernment will go off what's going on. When you decide, hey, I really do. I want to be free. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, you know, and I'm becoming a free man, a free woman. This devil hate it. This devil would not, I'm telling you, this devil would not accept that. Yeah, I'm serious. It's like you gotta stand 10 toes too. I gotta keep telling y'all gotta stand 10 toes. When y'all make up y'all mind that y'all want to be free, y'all gotta stand 10 toes and reject this bull crap that's trying to connect and trying to bind you. You gotta be like, man, no, I made up my mind. You gotta just have it in your mind, because this devil gonna come for you. He gonna come. He gonna try to put you right back into that hypnosis of being bound again like everybody else. Remember, I believe everybody else tried to get out. I don't believe they tried to stay there. I believe they, at one point, they were like, you know what? I'm gonna be, you know, Harriet Tubman. I'm taking off, you know? And they got put back. They got caught and they got put back. And they got trapped again. And they was like, oh, I'm gonna try to do it again. They kept trying to do it and they kept getting bound. But the secret is, don't receive nothing. The secret is, you know, don't reject, and run. Don't look back. Reject, run. Run for your dang life. You hear me? Don't call nobody close to you until you get all the way far away. Then you could be like, yeah, you know, yeah, okay, you guys have a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? I already made it. You already at your destination. What are we talking about? But in that meantime of you just taking off, don't talk to nobody. You don't accept nothing. Because you know how easy it is for you to get pulled back. It's one little move that you can make by trying to open up to somebody or trying to take something like, oh, thank you for the help. Bound. You just took something thinking like somebody was doing a good gesture for you. Oh, thank you for helping me. Not knowing what they did according to what they gave you. Now you bound. You trying to figure out each way you go, you stuck. You can't go. Everything just shut down for you. The opening that you had is shut down because you got something that's keeping you bound that you took. And that's messed up in a world where, you know, people could do something so nice for you, but then it could be so evil at the same time. Oh yeah, good job, sis. You said you was in Alaska and then you drove to Canada without telling, and that's how you gotta move. That's exactly how you gotta move. That's why I don't tell nobody nothing, y'all. I'm telling, the best bet is you just moving in silence. You know, you moving in silence. You ain't gotta tell these, because you already know they already dedicated to the system. They're like one of them. They just have this role in the system, right? So you talking to an agent, you don't even know. You like, oh, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. The agents is taking it back. You know, they taking it back to all of them, and then all of them now is trying to get at you, trying to change your mind, trying to set you up, trying to stop you. Come on now, move in silence. Everybody don't need to know. Everybody do not need to know what you're doing. That's the worst thing you do, is open up your mouth and you start telling people. And I know how hard it is, because you be so excited. You know, you be like, man, why I can't share this with you? Yeah, it's very hard, you guys. It's so hard trying to set yourself free, you know, because everybody is so they're controlled by this system. You know, a lot of them are, you know, I'm talking about close people, you know, and people that you just may know around the way. They're so dedicated and they so controlled to this system to where, you know, they would do anything for the system. You know, and that's why the Most High was like, I don't think you should be around here just saying this and, you know, putting people in your business, because they already dedicated to something that you're against. You know, that doesn't work for you, you know, and whatever you're saying to them is kind of like, they're going to come for you, and they're going to try to get you connected to what they connected with. You know, yeah, people are like, yes, very much so, slave to the system. And by you trying to you know, you trying to talk to them, or you trying to tell them about what's going on, you're just creating a bunch of, you know, opposition that's gonna come for you. Yeah, like just move in silence. Just go about your life in silence. Just do you, and hey, it is what it is. I really, never even went back to the system. Actually, you know, I created my own system, but I knew that I had to create my own world. You know, when I leave, you got to create your own system. You got to create your own world. You can't just be, you know, leave and then be wandering around. You know, like you just like a vagabond or something. You gotta, like, okay, I gotta create my world now. I'm free. So now I gotta create something that works for me. Please don't be like, you know, have that mentality as if when you do leave, you don't have nothing set up. Like, you don't have nothing going. It's okay to be like, however you want to do it, it's okay to do that. But just please create your own world that work for you. You know, that's the excitement. That's when you really, you know, you get the enjoyment of it. You know, when you just out here and you just like, I'm just going to figure it out. And you could figure it out, but I'm saying, please tap into your creativity. You know, you don't have to go back, you know, to the system. You know, the only reason why you feel that way, that you got to go back, is because you didn't create nothing. Like, you just like, I don't know how brothers and sisters fit, like, in their head, how they thought that was going to work for them. When they just like, I'm just going to lead the system and have hopefully everything work out for me. The Most High got me and did it. No, the Most High gave you gifts to create. You're not supposed to be leaving without, you know, you leave, but create. You know? Or tap into brothers and sisters and see their creative side and how they made it work for them. Don't be out here just lawless, like clueless. That don't look good. That's not good. That's not good for your health. You put yourself in more captivity. You putting yourself back into a jail cell and the system not even doing it. You doing it to yourself. No. You got to tap into your creativity. That's why the Most High gave us all this imagination and creativity energy. Like, I'm talking about on a high level. Your creative energy is on a high. I'm talking about out of this world. You know, it's like, it only take you one day to make a whole, you know, like, make a whole kingdom. It only take you one day. And you start creating, you start moving, and you start creating this whole, you know, kingdom for yourself. And you be like, oh, I can live in this. I can do this. This is how the Most High wants you to go about. You hear that? It's not a game. Most High don't want to see his daughters and sons out here just like, you know, weeping with sorrow because they didn't create. They didn't create their life. They didn't create their mansion. You know, they whole, you know, palace. You got to create your own palace. And you have the gifts to do that. This is your way of freedom. Your creativity. Where you don't need the system. Your system needed you. Yeah, what you was bringing to the system, you was helping them. You can do that for yourself. That's why the Most High say, man, come out of that. You could do that. You don't need the system. These are folks that, you know, they docile and they got to wake up. And then eventually they'll move out and they'll start, you know, creating, and they would live freedom. This is what we came to do. You did not come to be a slave to no system. You came to be a free man with all this creativity, creating your little palace, you know, your castle, or however you want to put it as, according to your imagination, according to your reality that you create. Seeing brothers and sisters, I be seeing brothers and sisters, it hurt my heart to see them like that out here, and they don't creating. They like, man, this is crazy. I'm just, you know, I'm just walking and hoping somebody will have my back and hoping somebody, you know, have my support. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you not creating? You've been out there for a year and you ain't creating nothing. I'm talking about you had all that time for a year and you didn't put nothing to your name up for creating. That's not good. You know what you could be? You had your feet up, you had created, you maybe made something somewhere, somehow, had your feet up, eating the fruits, sitting up. What you mean? This is what we do. We don't wait on nobody. We create. We don't depend on nobody. We don't wait on nobody. We create. So that's how I see myself. That's what I want. That's what okay, let me start working on that, creating that. By next year or by 3 months, I'll be having that. By 2 months, that's what I'll be sitting up in, and that's what I'll be at. That's us, and we make it happen. How we see ourselves and what we want, we will make that thing happen. Ask me how I know. It's just, we can just talk it. Like, we can just be talking in our head, and all of a sudden, once we start putting stuff together, we start creating this whole thing. People just be sitting up there watching us like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my, look at her go. Look at him go. I'm not playing. They be like, you created that? You did that? Yeah. Sure did. What you thought though, I was gonna sit in the system and then be stuck like that? No. I can't be sitting in no system, just be stuck. That's not for me. Yeah, so a man thinking so is he. I'm telling you. It's like, it's very powerful. You got a powerful gift where you don't have to be stuck. You are like beings that can't be stuck, because you could create your way out of it. You can literally create your way out of it. They'll be trying to keep you stuck and, oh, I don't like this. And you just create something and get yourself out of it. Just create. Every time somebody try to put you in a box, you, boom, create your way out of it. Create your way out of it. Yeah, they hate that gift. They don't like the gift that the Most High gave you as far as your creativity. Because that's what saved you every single time. Yeah, that's why I stay creating. My energy, I cloak my energy of creativity. You know, I build it all the way up, and then I just start creating a whole masterpiece. I don't play, because when the Most High give you that creative energy, you can't waste it on something else. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually keep it so that you can actually create some type of a masterpiece. Welcome. Yeah, we talking about some get out type stuff. Yeah, we the shift has already been made, y'all, and the Most High want to see you in your creative palace. You know, he want to look down at you and be like, look at my daughter, look at my son. He created this. You know, he made this whole system work for him. You know, look at her, she living. She had made this whole garden for her. She living in it. You know, she feel free. She feel at peace. She feel joy. You know, she feel uplifted. You know, she feel relaxed. You know what I'm saying? He want to see us in that mode, and it's a shift, and it's taking place, and we have to be there. We were called to be there. But we can't be lazy on our creativity, because that's what's saving us. You know, and I got to speak like this because I see brothers and sisters, they are lacking on creativity. Now, they already left the system, but now they just wandering around like, what's next? Who's going to support me? Who's going to help me? Why are you not creating? What made you just sit there and think like you can't create? Like, do you think in your head when you be sitting there like, oh, I picture myself doing this. I picture myself, you know, designing and creating this for me. Go and do it. That is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. What are you doing? You're not, the divine ones, the Most High is not going to send you no super saver. You are that. You are that. Stop looking for people to come save you. The Most High like, man, I'm not sending nobody. You are it. You got to create. I'm not about to downplay your creativity by trying to send somebody to you to try to help you when you are the help. You got this. This is what I created you for. That's like you designing something, right? And then you calling help off of something that you already designed it to be. What you calling for, you're like you downplaying of what you created. You're like, why would I send something to you when you already that? I already created you specifically for that, and now you talking about you can't do it. Yeah, we are the superheroes. We are that. We are that. That's why the Most High, he's not babying us. He like, man, no, I created you specifically to do this thing. Make it happen. What are you doing? Do you forget about who you is? Do you need a reminder? You gotta dig deep within. And you gotta create, and you gotta, and keep creating.